What's up, you invincible king? Grab that coffee out. It's the Aim is the Secret Show with your host, David Aladdin. When the tough gets going, you can't back down. I look at Amazon as a massive battleground between sellers. You've got corporations with their cavalry, medium-sized businesses with their artillery. Pew, poof, poof. We are the strategists, the kings. We strategize from above. We carefully plot decisions and attack certain areas we deem as vulnerable. We take the high ground and get that extra advantage. Welcome to the show. Today's sponsor, aimsthesecrets.com VIP, a platform built of the best tools. Keyword King, War Room, which is coming out soon, and it's run by the top sellers, leveraging big data, the latest strategies, and our collective mind to make better decisions while building our Amazon businesses. I have already 5x my Amazon business, and many others have too. But before we start, your Amazon Newsflash briefing, so that we can become the Andrew Carnegies of Amazon. So let's get you all catched up. According to CNBC by Ari Levi, Amazon.com is taking steps to protect big brands after a recent surge in counterfeiting, and many rule-abiding sellers are paying the price. Online stores that want to sell brands like Nike, Adidas, Hasbro are being told that they have to pay a one-time non-refundable fee of up to $1,500 per brand, according to interviews with multiple sellers. That's after being asked to provide invoices from manufacturers and distributors that show the purchase of 30 items within the last 30 days. The process, which started rolling out selectively last week, is called brand gating, and it amounts to a big toll for sellers. There will be plenty of detractors in the low margin and highly competitive business of e-commerce, but it's a sign that Amazon, which dominates online commerce in the US, is taking counterfeit selling seriously. The site is making it significantly harder for unauthorized merchants to flourish. We want to be able to shop with confidence on Amazon, Eric Fairley, an Amazon spokesman, wrote in a full email. For certain products and categories, Amazon requires additional performance checks, other qualification requirements, and fees. So problematic is Amazon's counterfeit issue that Birkenstock took the dramatic step last month of telling third-party merchants that as of January 1st, it will no longer sell on the site, as we mentioned in a previous podcast. So what does this all mean, Dave? I think this will deeply affect retail arbitrage sellers and wholesalers who sell these products of big brands, who will be the target of questions in regards to whether they are selling truly authentic brands. I think initially it will affect major corporate brands like Nike, Samsung, rather than what I've seen. Private label brands think that they should pay this free. You guys probably don't have to. It's too soon, and you don't have people counterfeiting your brand as much. But if you are, definitely consider that. That being said, it's circulating that as much as $4,500 a year is required to pay for a dedicated Amazon employee. That is, if you want one. And it'll help you get through any tangles, issues that you may have, and such as counterfeits, IP issues. That fee, in my opinion, is actually worth it if you're selling more than $30,000 a year on Amazon. In the grand scheme of things, this is a move by Amazon that helps brands a lot. Counterfeiting is a growing problem, especially since most goods are made overseas these days. Counterfeiting is actually very easy to do, and Amazon needs to start enforcing it. I believe this entire program was created due to the backlash of major brands, all part of the feedback cycle between Amazon and brands. Today's podcast, episode 49, Why Being Happy Will Help You Sell More. Today, I am happy, and I think you should be too. We're going to talk about the happiness advantage and how it will make you sell more on Amazon, your e-commerce channels, and a better entrepreneur all around. As I quest through entrepreneurialism, I'm always looking to optimize and grow my development process and the way in which I strategically execute my businesses. I believe our thoughts and our experiences through life exert the creations that we do, the trigger decisions that we make, and the pathways that we build. And thus, by fully immersing myself with thought leaders, business leaders, yourself, as you are doing, with listening to this podcast and others, TED Talks, and other ways that you grab information, you are making the neurons in your brain fire faster. You create new neurological routes, and we are leveling up, so to say. Today's focus is understanding the science of happiness. Shawn Achor, a Harvard grad, goes into great detail about the happiness advantage in his TED Talk. The happiness advantage is as follows. Happy people have better secure jobs. They are better at keeping jobs. They are more resilient. They have less burnout. They have less turnover, and they have greater sales. That's the happiness advantage. That's what happens when you are happy. Is being happy worth delving deeper? I think yes. I think we can go one step further and say that by acknowledging this advantage, leveraging it, and understanding it, you can sell more on Amazon, more on your brand, and be the recipient of all these positive benefits: less burnout, superior productivity, and greater sales. Have you ever wondered how Tony Robbins gets so much done in a year? Or how Oprah creates such a large empire? Or how Steve Jobs took Apple from nowhere to a company that it is today? These leaders have leveraged the happiness advantage, whether they knew it or not. So how do you get this happiness advantage, David? It's based on your positivity level. When your brain is not stressed, neutral, or negative, but rather positive and optimistic, you gain that happiness advantage. According to Shawn, your brain at positive is 31% more productive than your brain at negative, neutral, or stress. You're 37% better at sales. Doctors are 19% faster, more accurate at coming up with the correct diagnosis when positive instead of negative, neutral, or stressed. Let me say that again. Your brain is, when it is at positive state, it is 31% more productive than when at negative. That's insane. Okay, so I remember during college, I was actually mostly stressed out, neutral, or negative about upcoming engineering exams, tests that I was going to take, and even studying and doing homework. I continuously thought, what is the point of this assignment exam? Why are they making us do this? When in fact, the mindset alone put me in the neutral, negative, stressed zone, which meant I was 37% worse at performing. It's kind of depressing now that I think about it, and that is no pun intended. Now, one thing Shawn forgets to mention in his talk is being continuously positive, and I think the continuous effects that it has, that it will compound. And I notice this as you continuously gain that 37 or 31% advantage, the neurons are continuously firing and creating more complex structures as time goes. The key here is if you can find ways to become more positive, you can reverse the effect on your brain, the negative effects on your brain from when you weren't doing it. You can train your brain to be faster, to work harder and more intelligently. You can become more resilient, have less burnout, have less turnover, and greater sales on Amazon, on e-commerce, and more. Okay, David, so what specific things can I create a long-lasting positive change in my brain? Okay, so this gets pretty interesting. All of the following will help you become more positive, even if you are already. He says to say and write 3 gratitudes each day. Journal your day, so that your brain can relive it. And exercise, playing sports, hitting the gym, going for runs, walks on the beach, or even arm wrestling. Whatever. This teaches your brain that your behavior matters. Meditating. It helps you get the cultural ADHD, that feeling that your brain is trying to do a million things at once, and allows your brain to perform one task at very high level focus. And then last, random acts of kindness, the gift of giving. Everyone has their own reasons and motivations for being kind, but being kind increases your positivity and gives you that happiness advantage. So the advantage of happiness is undeniably a major advantage. It is simply too risky as entrepreneurs not to understand how this works and to leverage its benefits. We can train our brain the same way we train our bodies for a soccer match, to prepare it for a tough problem the same way we do when we fight against a serious competitor. We solve problems every day, and we score soccer goals every day. And that's only because we are training ourselves to do so, using the most efficient methods possible. I'm not saying to be the happy, jolly guy with a smile on your face at every given moment. No, I'm saying when you're feeling stressed out, take a step back. Understand that the stress on your body and your mind is causing you to go into survival mode. Thus, you're using less areas of your brain. Thus, you're probably making worse decisions. You want to be able to fully utilize your brain at any given time and use it to the max. So, let's throttle up. Einstein did, Thomas Edison did, Steve Jobs did, Elon Musk does. We are gonna too. There's no reason that we cannot be like them. So if possible, let me know if you are already doing some of these things mentioned here and how it's affect your business, and if you can now see the correlations between that. Till next time, David Aladdin out. Today's sponsor is AMZ Secrets Keyword King. What if you could sell 10 more units per day on Amazon, or 100 more units per day? The key to selling more on Amazon is driving more traffic to your Amazon listing that's related to your listing. Reviews help, yes. Quality photos help, yes. However, increasing relevant traffic is king. The only way to sell 100 more units per day is having at least 100 more people visit your listing per day. Keyword King leverages smart algorithms to assist you in building the best keyword lists for all your products. Not only will you hit 5,000 characters total and 1,000 characters per line in the back end for your Amazon listing, you will do so knowingly with the best combination of words. Right now, you might have 3,000 characters filled up, and that's pretty darn good. But you really don't know for sure, and you should actually be at 5,000 characters. It's tiring, time-consuming, and cramped in Amazon's back end. Keyword King performs many tasks on the fly, live, while you are building your list, and ensures your list is as powerful as can be. It intelligently eliminates spaces, duplicate keywords, and other negative things that would hurt your sales. You can save an infinite amount of keyword lists, return to them later, and compare which lists are performing best for your products. Best of all, it allows for a one-click translation of your first and second rows to your fourth and fifth rows in Spanish. Over 55 million potential U.S. shoppers are Hispanic in the U.S., and they type directly into Amazon in Spanish. These keywords are often untargeted and easy sales to add to your bottom line. It does this all while applying smart keyword cleaning algorithm. In the end, organic traffic to your listing is free. Getting free high-quality traffic is the way to build sustainable, long-term Amazon businesses. Keyword King will destroy your competition. Using amzsecrets.com. Guys, I hope you guys loved the podcast as I did. Be sure to join our Facebook Mastermind secret group at amzsecrets.com/FB. It would help tremendously. Also, if you could leave a quick review on iTunes. Every question has an answer for Amazon, and finding the right one is critical to your success. amzsecrets.com does this, and it does it all for free. So why not? See you guys all there. This podcast has been directed by David Aladdin, a global king in logistics, strategy, and secrets. David Aladdin, out.